Assalamu alaikum guys, welcome to the Battleship Potemkast. My name is Christy Cree, and with me today is a man who, if he was happy with his life, wouldn't be here with us today, Michael Cook. And joining him, a man so desperate to prove to his parents his video game degree wasn't a waste of time, Rob Dokes. How are you doing, guys?
Stokes.
Thank you.
Thank you. So pleased with yourself.
I'm so grateful to be here. It's just an honour to be aboard this historic ship.
This historic ship that you are the captain of.
Jesus.
Fuck off, Rob. Stop breaking the walls. Fucking Deadpool's inspired an entire generation to just piss in the wind. Anyway. So this is your show today, Cree.
Oh, jeez, that beginning part, you have no idea how many takes that took, guys.
I know exactly how many takes it took, but
guys,
the audience members out there didn't have to sit through that pain.
Jesus, Lord have mercy, I just can't read.
It's like you've had some kind of, like, CTE, Will Smith concussion type brain disease. You just can't say words.
It's literally too much.
Is it mad dyslexia?
You know what? Maybe it is. Maybe it's that or too much dick. I don't know.
Is it loads and poppers?
Loads and poppers.
The Cree's forthcoming tour.
Yeah.
Speaking of comedy tours, I was thinking of doing a comedy tour in Africa called "You Gonna Be Kidding Me." Uganda.
Do you mean Chelsea Handler's shirt?
You're joking.
That's the exact same.
You're joking.
Alright, Amy Schumer in the corner of her, just stealing from people.
Bollocks.
Yeah, it's annoying, that, isn't it?
That does make total sense that popped into my brain, because I've been looking through Netflix loads recently.
It's on
and
Netflix,
that's popped in my brain, and then like a day later I've thought about it and gone, that's your own idea, Michael. You're so
genius.
funny. That's a pun.
Just writing jokes
for Chelsea, it's that much of a shit joke that she's like, I'll just call it. That'll just be my title. Yeah. All my really good jokes are in my set. And I'm like, the sense of accomplishment I had from that.
Yeah.
There we go then.
Michael Cook's coming soon to a stage with knock jokes. That is wrote himself.
I will be.
And the chicken crossed the road, but why?
I will be supporting Carlos Mencia on his forthcoming tour.
And Keith Chegwin.
Yeah, Jim Davidson.
Yeah.
Who else is there? Probably Robin Williams, sadly.
Yeah, he was a joke thief, but at least he paid the comedian's fee from him, but still. I was surprised.
Yeah, but he didn't give him that flubber money, did he?
No.
I was surprised when I found out that. I was like, oh, but it's such a personality, but still, you don't steal jokes, you piece of shit. That's why you're in hell, Robin.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, well, you don't steal jokes! That's the unwritten rule of stand-up comedy, you do not steal someone's joke. That's why I make mine so horrifically bad, so nobody will even touch them. Oh, what's that? You want some jokes? Well, how about this joke about ISIS being the good guys? Take that guy.
I love the idea of a comedian coming up on the stage afterwards and being like, excuse me, dude, I do child pornography bits, and your child pornography bits awfully like mine.
I might actually start doing that with stand-up. I was like, I'm so afraid that, open up with, I'm so afraid that people might steal my jokes, like all these ones. Nobody's going to steal these. Here we go. So I'm like, right, let's do this. Let's piss off some Muslims.
You kip!
Yeah. Right, so yeah, the theme...
So computer games.
Yeah, it was hijacked with comedy and joke thieves. The theme today, guys...
Yeah, no, to my shame.
No, I enjoyed that. That was a good little talk, I think. I think it needs to get out there that joke thieves are not tolerated in the stand-up.
Why do I just feel shame?
What?
Yeah, right now,
As in you generally feel
inside my
shame?
Heart and soul,
What?
I just feel shame.
Have you been stealing, have you?
No, that can happen. But I shouldn't be surprised. The amount of times I've quoted movies have been like adamant that some line is a quote in a movie, and then gone back and watched it, and the line's nothing like it.
Yeah.
And I've been repeating it for a year. Specifically with a film called Creepshow, where Stephen King plays a farmer who sees a meteor land in his farm. And in my head, I was adamant that he stuck his head out the window and went, I'm sure as shit that's a meteor.
Yeah.
Doesn't.
What does he do?
Barely mentions anything.
He went out the window.
I quoted it for ages, and I thought it was hilarious. Like, I'm sure as shit that was something I'd say with my mates. And then I was on about it to mate, and I was like, I'll get it up on YouTube, because technology in 2016.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'll get it up, and I found the bit, and no.
You're like, it's coming! Wait, what?
And it was like complete fabrication of the mind.
Weird that when that happens. I've done that before.
But you've only got to tell and accidentally fuck up once.
Yeah,
And,
then it's in your
talk
head.
about the alternate conclusion, and then that's it. The alternate conclusion becomes the only conclusion.
Yeah.
It's like whenever I think of Schindler's List, I thought it was a comedy for years. Apparently not.
Whey!
Way! Sorry,
I
Jews.
thought it was a porn. 18, top shelf, black and white.
Yep.
That's a Gervais joke.
Oh, no, I was going to say, I was like, oh shit, how am I going to call
That's
it?
how easy it is. So anyway, I was eating some garlic bread, and my mate said to me, "What have the Romans ever done for us?" And I was like, "Jesus Christ, that's luxury."
Right.
But yeah, no, I do.
Aristocrats.
I can't believe that people have the nerve to do it, because I'd be constantly worried that someone was just going to call me out.
Just jump on stage and be like, "It's my joke, you fucking cunt."
That's what, because I'd be like, somebody could just do that. Just
In the unlikely event somebody ever did. In fact, I'd be honoured. If I saw my mirrors bit suddenly being done, I'd be like, boom, I have made it.
It'll get a laugh and you'll just turn to Cree and you'll go, see?
it works! He's done it right! Just see, you idiot!
Audiences like being told they're actually beautiful.
But it's like Carlsman say, because I mean, we watch a lot of Joe Rogan, and you must know the story where he used to get up, steal a comedian's bit, and then call them up.
Deliberately do your best shit.
Yeah, and then call them up to do that set, and it's just like, how awful.
He goes up, does I'd love to see you go on after him, and he has to do an inexplicable dick story in Mexican. And then he's like, and now my home's Christy Cree. Let's hear it for my essay.
Well, it's like I very rarely make things about. I mean, I like to try and make it into a story. I don't sit down and write.
No shit.
I just come up with things on the fly and try and piece them together. Being like, right, this can go to this part.
Have you never read a book about writing?
No, not jokes. No,
Really?
no.
There's a great book by Jimmy Carr called The Naked Jape. It's all about the history of comedy throughout the ages and what is comedy and all this shit. There's a great book called The War of Art by Stephen someone. And that's all about writing. There's a Stephen King book as well, all about writing.
No, I just write. That's what true writers do, you see. Did you read these books, Rob?
Admittedly, I did not read Naked Jape, although I had a copy.
It's worth a lot on eBay.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, but out of nowhere, my mum told me.
Yeah. Like, it was weird because
What,
it was
the
like...
price of an eBay book?
Yeah, me and my mum talk about some shit, and books
Yeah.
books is one of them things.
Just the most exciting conversations in human history.
Well, we've got a first edition Harry Potter as well, you see.
Have you? I bet that's worth a lot.
Yeah, well...
Yeah.
First editions, they're the ones that go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, aren't they?
I don't know, I got it in my stocking when I was like 8.
Shouldn't you? No, I'm sure out of the book, do you know, there's like, it's the first
They're usually
couple of pages.
hardbacks and say first edition on them.
Well,
Yeah.
It's the first couple of pages, and it has like a row of numbers. And apparently, for first edition, they all go in order. And like, they're the really valuable ones.
Right.
I don't know.
I'm sure I'd heard
It's
on,
in the day room.
on Newsround. On Newsround or Blue Peter, I heard that.
See, I'm...
Back in the day.
What, in
Blue Peter.
1994?
Yeah.
We've already talked about how things from the past can distort themselves to no longer be true.
Yeah.
And you're like, I remember on Blue Peter,
Yeah.
Talk about first edition books.
previously on Lost.
You not heard that?
No, I've not.
Oh.
Like, the fact that you said it has made it substantially less likely to be true. It could well be anything. It could have been on Blue Peter. They were saying, so you can tell that it's a first edition book because it's covered in gravy. And, he would have gone, numbers in order. Sure, why not?
What's more likely?
What do you reckon is the most valuable book in the world? Like first edition Bible.
Well,
Yeah,
Like
valuable in what way? Do you mean money-wise or emotion-wise? Because I'd say emotion-wise, the Quran. They bury the Quran if it gets defaced. They actually give it a burial.
Really?
Yes, if it defaced.
Where does it go when it gets buried?
In the ground.
No, but does it like have a soul or some shit?
I don't know where.
What happens to their people? If they bury the books, what do they do to their people?
They bury people.
They don't burn them out.
No.
they don't put them on shelves, just like...
Because there was a big.
Well, you don't know. They might have a different thing.
Yeah.
They might be like, well, burying is,
There was a big thing, wasn't there, about when
to
they
restore
killed.
it to the earth and all this shit.
When they killed Osama bin Laden, and like the US were like, I'm sure they said they dumped him in the ocean or something.
Osama bin hiding.
Yeah. What are you still bad for, Michael?
We're doing jokes. Other people's.
But people were going outrageous, going, "Oh my God, that's awful! You didn't even dispose of them in a proper Muslim burial way." And I always thought,
Well, didn't they just like chuck him out of a helicopter in the middle of the ocean?
I was thinking, all these Muslims are saying, "Whoa, he's not a real Muslim. He doesn't represent us." All of them up in arms, but we're just ditching him in the water. I was like, that's a little bit suspicious. I was a little bit curious.
I think it's a little bit suspicious that we didn't have him like paraded round. I wanted him like, you know, when like England wins the World Cup or some shit, and you get an open top bus ride through London, and everyone comes out and waves flags and stuff. I always thought America would do that. Yeah, like we got him, and Osama would like go on this great big tour. And by the time he got to Texas, he'd all be like pussing and bulbous and shit.
Just beaten up and battered.
Yeah.
Just like a little rag doll.
There's people spitting on and be like, USA! USA!
You can imagine them don't want to do that.
Yeah, dude, people would have paid to be like, if it had been like $100 to like, be able to spit on the corpse of Osama bin Laden, there would have been about 240 million Americans in that queue.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Which is an interesting business proposition for anyone out, any young entrepreneurs looking for a Kickstarter.
Yeah,
you can have that one for free.
That's weird, but like, do you think like sometime in the future someone's actually going to discover Osama bin Laden's body, like just scuba diving and this like turbid just floating? What the hell is this? We've discovered him. We found him.
That might be a good horror movie, like aboard a submarine, and somehow Osama just comes on and starts making videos. Just all these videos from like, there's not even a cave down here.
Yeah,
or like maybe it could be in an Aquaman movie. There we go. Aquaman gets pissed off because Osama's turban like blocks his air conditioning.
So what? He sends him back. What? He's just angry about the corpse of Osama bin Laden's face. Like, God damn it!
Just rocks up and he's like,
"Damn you, America!
If there's anything I hate, it's terrorism." And then just sent the mascot. Just Trident. But anyway, aren't we supposed to be talking about computer games like 12 minutes in?
Yeah, no, but I just thought as a side thing, I loved the fact when they went through his DVD collection. I'm sure this might be a thing I've made up.
Whose DVD collection?
Osama bin Laden's.
Osama bin Laden had DVDs?
I'm sure, I don't know.
Didn't they have Blu-rays?
Maybe I'm mixing this up. Maybe.
Maybe.
Right.
Potentially.
I'm just going to put it out there. But I'm sure he was a fan of Mr. Bean.
Yeah, most foreigners are.
Yeah, they love it.
Well, it's a very universal thing.
When I travelled the world, I don't know if you're aware, but most people who I spoke to around the world had some idea of what Mr. Bean was and strongly associated it with England and Britain. It was like, oh yeah, the Queen, Mr. Bean, cup of tea.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh right.
Universal.
But in fairness, have you watched a Mr. Bean sketch recently?
Oh, they're funny.
I watched a hilarious one where he's making a sandwich.
Yeah.
Like he sits on a bench next to Angus Deaton of all people. Who's rocking a hilarious moustache. And he ends up making an entire sandwich, but like from inside his coat, and he's got like a cup of tea inside a hot water bottle. And it all basically finishes, and he sneezes and he fucks his sandwich up, and it's all bollocks. But the top of the hot water bottle is put in his ear. Yeah. And the guy offers him his sandwich, and he goes, "Oh, thank you," and smiles at him. And then the thing just goes out of his ear at the end, and it's so funny. Anyway, we are digressing massively.
I was going to say, I like the one when he accidentally nuts the Queen when he's bowing to her and he knocks her out. That's one of my Mr. Bean memories.
There's one in that gallery I remember where he's like falling asleep in a chair.
Yeah.
And he's like asleep leaning forward. Like, it's funny.
I just love the fact that like someone who just like he hates our way of life and he just finds joy in that. I like that humanism.
The theory that he's an alien in the beginning credits.
What?
You know that like white light and he goes
Oh shit.
The idea is he's an alien.
Oh yeah.
Because he barely speaks, which I like.
Yeah.
One of the favourite things he ever says is when like it's Christmas and his missus gives him a present and he opens it and it's a model ship and he goes, "Oh, a classic ship."
Yeah.
I forgot he was an alien.
I think that one's my favourite episode is the
Christmas.
Yeah, Christmas.
Twiglets, when he just brings a load of tree branches in through the window and just chops the end of the branches off and dunks them all in Marmite and brings them through and he's like, "Twiglet."
Oh, Mr. Bean.
Anyway, computer games.
Yeah, sorry about that, guys. Yes, I was thinking...
We've got no listeners, they're only here for the gaming news. At this point, they're like, Jesus Christ.
What the hell are we doing? But we have got some ISIS listeners because of Mr. Bean chat, so... Hey! Wallahu Akbar! But no, video games. So, video games, I was thinking the death of guides, the death of walkthroughs. The death is not coming. Because the harder games get, the more guides are going to be. So Dark Souls, Deep Souls, whatever it's called.
Deep Souls.
Yeah. Did you just say the harder games get?
Yeah. Well,
This is
I know
like
you.
one of
Yeah,
the-
but like Dark Souls. Okay, there are exceptions. So Dark Souls is a hard game. Otherwise, it's fairly easy. But I never use guides anymore.
Well,
What's the point of this?
It's
You're
guys and
terrible at
walk-
setting shit up.
Yeah.
It's guides
You're a horrible host.
and walkthroughs.
Yeah, you haven't even
Let's
said
discuss.
the name of your own segment yet.
Have I not said that yet?
Should we start with Gays Gaming Gulag?
There we go. Yeah, let's do that.
Jingle, please. Right, carry on. The jingle's just played.
Right. So guys, I was thinking today
Bringing it down now.
about let's get
Sexy
serious.
Jazz Club. Gays Gaming Gulag.
Yeah, so I was thinking about video game guides, walkthroughs, how pointless they are unless a game's really big.
Well, back in the day, what are you talking about? Maybe cheats?
Well, everything just cheats because a walkthrough is essentially just like a cheat sheet in it, but just with
Is it?
longer words, like sentences, rather than button presses. It's like, well, you go here to find this, and also you go over there to find that.
See, you've still not set this up as a genuine conversation. I've got nothing to say. Keep going. Keep digging.
Right, so
Let's see how deep this hole gets.
did
Yeah.
you two ever
We took
use?
15 minutes to get here,
Yeah.
and then you just fucking it up.
So did you two ever cheat when you were younger
Ever?
in games?
In general, ever?
Yeah, in games, did you ever cheat?
Yeah.
Occasionally. Very rarely.
Yeah.
Why very rarely?
Because, as has been well established on this Potemkast, I am a fan of skill. So, nothing screams you have no skill than a cheat. Like, it's the worst thing. But, the first cheat I ever did was Sonic on the Mega Drive. Up, down, left, right, A, B, C, start. And then that gives you level select.
Yeah.
And you could pick any level. Because back in the day, you couldn't save your games.
Oh
Yeah.
no, yeah.
So, it was a pain in the ass to just constantly have to start on Green Hill Zone.
Some games used to
So
get
you could just
passwords.
go skip right the way through to Casino.
I
That was
remember-
always the one.
I remember some games you got passwords. So it's like password for level 3, password for
Yeah.
level 4.
Rayman, that had a password
Yeah.
system. Anyway, yeah, so Sonic, I used them. But other than that, I remember using God mode on Doom.
Yeah.
Like, again, when I was young. But no, I never cheat. Because you're just fucking yourself.
Yeah.
Unless it aids, but even then, no, I don't cheat.
I think
Never.
the flip side of that is like you get your Grand Theft Auto games now where like if you want to cheat you can do really crazy things like get bazookas, get faster cars. So that's more like adding to the fun
Yeah.
factor.
Well,
But I think if you're
I'm-
cheating just to skip a hard bit, you're kind of ruining it for yourself.
Yeah. Well, I'm almost thinking that as more like a hidden extra rather than a cheat, really. You know, you press in a certain code and you get a big head. This is a cheat because...
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Dot,
fair
dot,
enough. But it's like the invincibility, the infinite ammo ones.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. Where
Oh,
you just think, nah,
What
what are you
do you-
doing?
Well,
What do you think of walkthroughs then? Because walkthroughs are essentially like, hey,
They can be helpful, but it depends. There's a fine line with walkthroughs.
yeah.
Walkthroughs for me are something that are synonymous with like your RPGs.
Yeah.
And with RPGs, I'd never use one until I'd completed it.
Yeah.
And then once I completed it, I'd be interested to look in it and be like, oh shit, the super special secret hidden quest that if you've got to do X, Y, Z, which I could never have worked out by myself or
Yeah.
whatever.
well, Final Fantasy 7 about with Yuffie. She wouldn't get into your party unless you said a few things.
Yeah, you had to.
Certain things
And
to her,
Vincent.
Was Vincent like that?
Vincent was a little bastard. He was in like some red mansion. I can't remember where it was. But you had to go inside and it was quite hard at the level you were when it was unlocked. I just remember it being a red building and then you had to find him and then convince him and then you got him and he was fucking awesome. But yeah, Final Fantasy
I
7.
remember liking him because he was a vampire. And
I
just-
had to use that
that's
on
what-
Final Fantasy 7 to work out how to fucking breed gold chocobos.
Yeah. I'm trying.
Totally worth it.
Yeah. See, there are only certain genres that you can really do full-on walkthroughs for, though, because you've got...
They
say-
do them for the most mundane of games.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, no, it's at this point, it's just merchandising. Like, there's Halo walkthroughs, and it's like, walk here, shoot man.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
A map of the map. Brilliant.
Yeah. Like, it is just, you know, to sell more stuff
It's
to
a-
get towards the game. Like, you get... I've seen walkthroughs of point-and-click adventure games. It's like, the whole point of that is that
To
it's
make your own decisions.
Yeah. Well, also, the problem is that those games are short, so the reason they're long is that the solutions make no sense. And that's the longevity of the game. With a walkthrough, they take about 20 minutes. And there are a load of games like that. Where you just like...
I think.
Sorry, we both switched off again.
No, I think one of the games that I did buy a walkthrough for was the Oddworld game, Apes Odyssey, just so I could find all the Moodokins, because we're all like scrolled away elsewhere. So it wasn't an obvious game where if you explored, even though it was like screen.
I'm gonna say it was a 2D platformer.
It wasn't that. Yeah, it wasn't. They were really well hidden, those little bastards. So I remember using a guide for that, and I found them all, and I was very like chuffed. But I mean, I'll try and steer away from walkthroughs. You can get everything online anyway.
Yeah, like, game FAQs and that. There's a lot more online.
Just go on YouTube. Like what I like to do is go on YouTube, like cool things, 10 coolest things in Skyrim. I'm just sitting around watching it, and I'm like, wow. I've missed so much, and I love that. I love how much detail the developers put in. I just love all that, and like walkthroughs in that sort of sense, and like little guides and little things like that. I think they shine a light on the dedication to the developers, because like No Man's Sky, when that comes out, you can guarantee there's going to be loads of videos saying this planet.
I've just found this place with an amazing waterfall.
Yeah, and it's going to be the graphics are so good, but it's going to be beautiful.
Yeah, but
beautiful
even then,
games.
because you saw it on a walkthrough first, does that not lose some of the magic of it?
No, because I'm not going to return to Skyrim. I mean, that game was big, and I don't have any I've played it once. I'm quite happy with that playthrough. I don't want to dive into it again. So I'm quite happy to go and Google things and like YouTube things and look at what other people have found and what other people like think are worthy enough to be in a video. So I like that side, but I wouldn't.
Are worthy enough to be in a video. They're deemed worthy.
Yeah, worthy.
Ooh, this dragon shout. Ooh.
No, but like a scene, something that's like a beautiful scene, or like climb up to this mountaintop and you get this lovely scene. I love stuff like that.
Yeah, but
I can't wait until.
But then you've got to find it to make it cool, surely.
Yeah, like it's the effort of it, because anyone can just go, oh yeah, here's
go to these coordinates.
Yeah, like because then why would anyone ever go on holiday to somewhere like the Grand Canyon? Yeah, there's pictures of it. Yeah,
there is pictures of it. Why are you spending all that money to go look at Big Crack?
Yeah, but.
You love big cracks. You'd be there in an heartbeat.
I was going to go dark, but I'm not going to go dark on this podcast. This is mine.
No, save it for the stage.
Yeah.
So... Is that why you like ISIS so much? Because of all the bombings?
I don't know what... I like the fact that they think they'll bring about the end of the world. Because I'm sure there's a hadith that says about that the end of the world will come when it's like a load of men with beards waving black flags. And so that I think they've mirrored themselves.
Jesus Christ, there are a lot of beards in Western culture these days.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Well, that is a big thing. But I was thinking...
It could be Graham Norton. He's got a beard these days.
Yeah, he's working it as well, I think.
A great big bushy beard.
He is working it. Working the bear look.
I knew it. Hipsters are going to end the world.
Yeah, with flags, apparently.
Yeah.
Well, no, that's what I think that's... Well, it is what they've based themselves on. That's what the black standard's about.
ISIS have based themselves on hipsters.
They're the bearded guys with the black flags, so they think they're ushering in this end of the world. And maybe, guys, we are. Who knows?
Who the fuck knows, indeed?
Maybe Islam is the right religion. Maybe I should be going around punching...
Don't be silly, there's no
punching women and stoning gays. Maybe it's a future. I feel a connection to Islam, actually. I've never talked about this before, but I do generally feel like...
But you like bacon.
Drawn to it. I love bacon. I also love dick, and they're both ruled out.
Yeah, so you lose. Fatality.
Finish him! Off the highest building.
Finish him. A load in the face. That's why, Mortal Kombat gay. Finish him, and you just knocks in his cock.
Well, I always say, as my gay friends, like my finishing...
If you ever had a threesome with two dudes and then pointed at the other guy and just said, finish him.
No, but next threesome I do have, I'm going to say that. But that is my finishing move. I do have a finishing move when I'm in the bedroom.
Do you?
Yeah.
What's that?
I'm like, this move will definitely finish it.
Really? Like what?
I don't want to go... Yeah.
No, come on, reveal the gay secrets.
What I do is I get the guy to sit on my face.
Shut the fuck up.
And I lick him out, and then I jerk him off. And I go really fast. Like that. You can't see on the podcast, but I go incredibly fast, and I turn into like an iguana in his bumhole, just like licking around.
Bloody hell.
Yeah. And then that finishes him. Right. So that's
about Finish Me on this podcast for this week.
Gays Gaming Gulag. Sex tips. And joining him, a man more Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum,
Just
guys.
right. Just stop. You're in no rush. Just calm your shit.
Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. Shalom alaikum, guys. My name is Christy Cree, and joining him, a man desperate to prove to his parents his video game degree.